Hello everybody, it's Barbie. Well, I'm back today to try to get this video done. Kind of a funny story I'll tell you real quick. I had this video done, had it all downloaded and everything. It took like 2 days to download it, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, then as I started looking a little closer, I knew the video was about 45 minutes long, but it's never taken that long to download. So I put my glasses on. That's a key point here. And I had accidentally hit slow mode when I hit the record button. So it was recording in slow motion and it was downloading. It took 4 hours of video for 45 minutes, and it took, like I said, almost 2 days to download it. So I had to delete all of that and start all over again. So here I am. So my thought is, I think I'm just going to, instead of filming or recording two of them, I've got 2 journals I want to do a flip through on. I'm just going to do this one and then I'll do the next one. That way, if there's a glitch in my technical abilities here, I can catch it. So here we go. Try to get through here pretty quick. This is my little journal pouch that I made, and thanks to Tracy Fox and Rachel from Roxy Creation, my inspiration for these little pouches. This is similar to what Tracy had done recently for a giveaway she's having for a competition for her new magazine, The Foxy Rag. So if you haven't checked that out, go over and check it out. I will try to put a link below so that it'll be easy for you to find her. Anyhow, we need to support her, and I have purchased one of her magazines, and it's really it's a great magazine, and I know that each time it's going to improve and get even better because that's the kind of girl she is. Anyhow, let's move on. This was some fabric I've had for a long time. It's a linen fabric. It's kind of a masculine linen fabric, and I love the colors. I thought it was perfect for my journal, so I made these little tags here and used the embossing powders on it to give it a little bit of a shine and give it a little bit more substance, just for some cutesy stuff to put. And then this was a little dangle that I had, and I put it on a little pin so it can be removed if you want to remove it. Stitched on a vintage button for just some place to hide and attach my tie. I used my stamp on a piece of fabric, tea-dyed fabric, and attached it here to cover up the stitching for the button, etc. And the back of the pouch is just some trees. Okay, this is my little folio journal. I did a series on this showing how I made this out of 2 Reader's Digest books. And the original inspiration I got from Dawn over at the Book Vandal shop. And I will put her link below as well if you'd like to go over and check her out. Mine doesn't look like hers by any means. When I do it, it just ends up turning however it turns out. So, but she was the inspiration. This is a Tracy Fox Inspiration here. I wanted something unusual that I could tie my book up with, but I didn't want it to be too heavy and cover up the little boy, because I wanted, him to be visible. So she had done something similar to this, only she used it looked like a tag. I couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like a tag she had made, and then she put the grommet in the end down here and used it for tying up her little traveler's journals that she did. I put some ticking on the back, and then just did a little snippet here and added some vintage buttons. Okay, here's my little boy journal, and this is my digitals that I had recently made that I have in my Etsy shop if you might be interested in the digitals. I tried to use my digitals to show how I would do it in this particular journal. So here we go. I added the spine here to cover up the information that was normally on the spine of the Reader's Digest, and some tea-dyed seam binding I had put on there to hold the journal inside, and added the little butterflies on both sides. The green is on this side and the blue's on this side. And then this is the back. And oh, I didn't measure it. Let me measure it real quick. It's a size of a Reader's Digest, but overall it measures about, I'd say, 6 inches by 7.5 inches. And the spine is about a little over 2 inches, 2 1/4. Okay. This is rather large, so I'm gonna, when you open it all the way up, so I know it's some of it's gonna be out, so I'll have to do it one at a time. Well, let me do this side first. I used a piece of junk mail for this, and it had this great big huge window in it, and so I thought it'd be perfect for this situation. I'll move it over a little bit more. And just made a journaling tag, and also I added the butterflies on the outside here, did some stenciling, and lined the inside. This is one of my collage digitals. Just makes a journaling card. And rather than trying to put, well, I don't know, I'll put it back in there in a minute. This, I wanted this little squirrel. I just love the little squirrel, and I wanted the pop of color here, so I ended up fussy cutting the little squirrel out and putting him on the back of this piece of paper here. Use some Tim Holtz tape here to reinforce the fold of the envelope. Added another one of my, this is a vintage painting, and I don't remember where I got it from, but it was in my stash, and I thought it was perfect for this area. Made a little pocket. Again, that's out of some of the collage papers. And on the bottom part of the envelope, pocket there is. Let me put this back in real quick. And get it in straight. Okay, now we can move on over here, and I can kind of, okay, on this side here, I made a pocket out of an old, a vintage dictionary I had, and cut a little square hole in there for a see-through. Added some collage and embellishments, and put a pocket in there. I mean, my goodness. I'm brain dead. I'm not awake this morning. A tag. Got good amount. Okay, I put a tag in there. Now I got my words. This is some of my paper that I'm made with the digitals. This is a, I think they're called etchings. Yeah, etchings I got out of one of the museum sites, open access sites. But I just loved it. We had the little lady, a little girl here. She has a basket with bunnies in it, and all the kids are looking at it, and you can tell they have their little pouches. Looks like they're on their way to school or something, and she stopped to show them the bunnies. Anyhow, I put the bunnies down here to tie it all together. It just kind of touched my heart, because I raised several bunnies from babies that had lost their mom, and so I attached to bunnies. I mean, I really resonate with little bunnies. Okay, then this, okay, let me get this straight here. This, I forgot about this. This is a writing board that I decided to put in here and tie it in with the seam binding, because if you're going to journal in your book, with the tags and everything and all of the different embellishments you put in here, a lot of times it's lumpy, and it's not a good writing surface. So therefore, I decided I'd make this writing board out of this. I love this print of this old painting. And again, it's from a museum site, open access. And I put some book board in between it and covered it on both sides. So it's good and sturdy. It's real sturdy. And then to hold it in here, I glued the ribbon down, and then I put some butterflies to kind of give it some decoration instead of just a piece of ribbon that's glued down, so to speak. And then that just slides in like so. It holds it there until you're ready to use it. Okay, then I also glued this on the spine here just so that it wouldn't be flopping around and falling in and out. Okay, let me see. All of these are my digitals that from my newest digital kit, unless I say otherwise. So rather than saying every time, in other words. I love this little fox. I saw him and I wanted to do something different with him, so I made him, well, you'll see when I get to the back side, but this little fox is peeking out on one page, and he's underneath, part of him is underneath the other page with just his tail and part of his bottom sticking out. Anyhow, what I should have done is use it in a middle signature so you could see what I was saying, but I wasn't thinking about that. There you go. But that would be a good place to use it, is what I'm saying. Okay, these are hinges I made out of butterflies, butterfly wings. As you can see. And made a, this is a tag, of course, and this again is a inspired, Tracy Fox inspired tag for me. That's where I saw her do this. Just made a little journaling card. I wanted that little owl's head to stick out, so I cut a hole in there and did it like so. This again is some little tags I put together with the ball chain, and then I added the addition of the fabric hinges to help support the butterflies, because the butterflies are paper. I wanted the look of the butterflies without the flimsiness of it. And a little lace. Again, that's out of one of my kits. The back side is digital. I don't remember which one. Did a collage here. Little lady out in her garden. These are from a digital kit by J. Lee Lou. I just thought it was such pretty paper for journaling on, and I used it also as a backing here. And this is just a piece of paper that I had extra paper, so I folded it over so it would have a tuck here and a tuck here. A lady out of one of my stash somewhere, I don't know where. The back side of the paper here I wanted to do jelly printing on, so I did a jelly print there. And again, this is a flip I put in here just for a little place to put some, put a little pocket. And this is Nature's Remedies, I believe it is, by Tracy Fox and Love Junk Journal and Artymaze, Adrian over at Artymaze. This is a collaboration kit they have together called Nature's Remedies, and I've used some of that in and out of the kit. Again, just some out of one of my digitals, and this is from the Nature's Remedies kit. Okay, this is one of the little hidden. What did I do here? Put it together. Okay, there you go. That's the way it goes. That's just a little journaling page, coffee dyed. And this came out of one of my really pretty flower books that I have. And I wanted to use it, but the pages are huge, but I didn't want to really, I wanted to use the whole page. So I folded it and then cut it in half so I could use it as a journaling card. And so I could see the whole page. And I used one of my hidden, this is one of my hidden paper clips, or they call it, let's see, Gail calls it something, I don't know what she calls it, but anyhow, it's a hidden paper clip, it's what I'm calling it. So that it looks pretty from both sides, and that is what I thought was so cool about it. And I think I have a video on this, and I know Gail does, Gail Agostinelli. Again, out of my stash, just made a little tuck place here to be able to tuck a little journaling card there. This is a Mackie stamp. and another digital here with another one of the hidden paper clips. And this is just for journaling on the inside. There's nothing there but some of that yellow paper, so I won't take it off. This is just a snippet. I made a snippet roll, I think you'd call it. Yeah. The center here was made out of an old, let's see, tea-dyed music sheet. So I covered it then. And this is my porch prints, I believe. And it was a folded, I don't know what they call it, triangular thing here. This is a print of one of my paintings, sunflower paintings I did. So I used it as a journaling card front with a snippet up here and a little digital postcard on the back. Again, this is my porch prints, I believe. And I lined it with some print just so that you could tuck something in there. Journaling card, some of my digital coffee prints. And again, I just made a little tuck here using vintage picture photo. This is a Graphic Fairies paper backing here, and out of my digital print. I did a little collage here with the little doggy. I love that little doggy, vintage doggy with some, I believe this is Tim Holtz mini ephemera and Graphic Fairy label. A collage, Tracy Fox label here, botanical label, and a stamp I used from Tim Holtz Field Note stamps. This came out of one of my flower magazines. Oh, I've got to put something in there. I forgot. I will find an appropriate tag or something and put something in there. This is a little snippet that I did, and I also did a video on that. So if you're interested in knowing how I did that, out of my stash, I can't remember whose. This may be Mrs. Coggs. I'm not sure. Digital postcard on the back for journaling. Collage I did using some little bitty, I believe that's a Graphic Fairy vintage photos that I shrunk down and made real small so I could utilize it in a collage. Again, out of one of my kits. Just a little journaling card and a tuck there, and a tag that I covered, and a piece of vintage crochet. And this is out of a digital seed packet, and I believe that's tailor-made journals, but I'm not sure. I'll need to look that up. Again, out of my stash, another flip, tag flip, and I collaged all on the top of this. This is a collage of all these vintage photos that I made the first tag out of, so this is a double tag stack, and I wanted this to show through. So again, this is Graphic Fairies, I'm pretty sure, little girl vintage photo. Covered the back for journaling. Slips in there like so with the lace snippet. This is my porch prints. I'll put the link below. And I'm not sure what this is, but I think it is on my porch prints. I can't remember. Anyhow, this is my latest, yeah, that's my latest digital page. Okay, snippet I did. This is a tuck that I did here, and I wanted this to just have a series of butterflies, and I messed up on one of these pages. When it printed out, it was messed up, so I just cut a big circle out with a little rabbit in there and used it here for a tuck. And then this is a journaling card with some of my porch prints, lace paper, and some collages. And it tucks in like so. Again, seed packet, collage. I won't take that off. It's the same as the other, and that is one of those little paper clips I was telling you about. Same thing, I just decorated both sides. And there's the little fox's tail. It's the other side. So his back is tucked underneath here and his tail's hanging out. Again, this is a little tuck and a trifold Nature's Remedies tag. And I believe this is Sarah's digital kit, or it may be Gail's. I have a couple of them and I can't keep it straight on whose is whose, but both of them have these little doily digitals. And that's that. So this is a removable journal that's just tied in with some seam binding, and it can be removed. And there's room to put another one in here if you happen to wanted to put two in here, smaller ones. You've got room to put two. But in order to keep it to where it was easy to close and not too stuffed, as you can see, I needed to just keep it with the one journal in there. So with the other one I had started, I'll set this one aside. I will be back shortly to, hold on a minute. I'll be back shortly to show the other one because I had made two. So I ended up just making a whole nother journal and a whole nother pouch. So watch for the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I'll be putting it in my Etsy shop shortly. If anybody might be interested. So until next time, this is Barbie. And keep crafting. Bye 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 bye.